Oh wait, hopefully my mic was off. My bad. Didn't even realize. Oof. I don't know. Having tech issues and my mic cuts off. Oh, flipping hell. How long was my mic off for? I don't know. Jeez. But that sucks. Happens sometimes to YouTube streams. Oh, well. Yo, appreciate coming back through, Brax. Braxton, the Snake Fiend Spither. Yeah, I don't know what caused that. It just went blank. Like literally everything just went blank. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And at first I thought maybe the computer went into sleep mode or something. But then I was like, why would that happen? I don't know. But anyway, we're back online. I don't know. Maybe did it go to sleep? I don't know. I might need to check my power. You know what? Let me actually check what my power settings are, because it might have actually gone into sleep mode. It shouldn't have, but it might have. So let me just check my power settings. Yo, Reese M. Appreciate you coming through again. So, what I think might have happened actually. I think what might have happened is my computer went into sleep mode. That's what I think happened. And when it went into sleep mode, it, you know, cuts out the internets and whatnot. It shouldn't have done that though, because when it's in use, it shouldn't go into sleep mode. But that's what I think happened. I don't know for sure, but that's what I think happened. Must be time for a smoke and a cup of... Wow. Silver linings. So all this talk about gold cards, they're onto us. Maybe that's it. That could be it. We've got to be careful what we talk about. In fact, oh, I remember now. Yes. I was about to tell you guys a little story. I never had the gold cards, but there was a time where I got free premium TV and I didn't even have to steal it or nothing. It was awesome. So there was a service at one time called Free Now. free TV, Freeview TV. No. On Live, that was it. It's called On. No, that wasn't it. I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, there was Sky TV, right? And then there was one that you could get through your aerial called something like Freeview. I mean, it's effectively what Freeview is now, but it wasn't called Freeview back then. It was called something else. But anyway, whatever Freeview is now, whatever that was called before it was called Freeview, it was that. Anyway, so we got that, right? And it had like the old like wrestling stuff on it. And at this point, I hadn't watched wrestling for ages. Yo, what up, Bull? Yeah, I know what you mean, but I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah, it was before Freeview was called Freeview. That was what it. Favorite game ever. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're playing some old school Final Fantasy VII. And so yeah, I had Freeview, and I was watching like wrestling, and then on it, but it had like the basic wrestling on the free stuff, right? Just the basic kind of clips. And I was like, I want to watch the main stuff. I want to watch the Raw. I want to watch SmackDown. I want to watch all that. So I paid to get. It was like £10 a month. So I paid the £10 a month to get the Sky. It was like Sky Sports, right? And that had, you could watch Raw, you could watch SmackDown, and plus the pay-per-views. Back then, you didn't actually have to pay extra to watch the pay-per-views in the UK. They just showed them on Sky Sports. So it was like £10 a month extra, and I paid that to get all of that for the month, right? So cool, watch Raw, watch SmackDown, watch the pay-per-view events. I think it was like Royal Rumble or something. And I had that for, I think, about 3 months or so. Or something like 3 or 4 months. And then eventually I was like, you know what, it's getting a bit much, let me just cancel it. So I called them up, and I said I want to cancel the Sky Sports package. Just keep everything else, cancel Sky Sports. Right, cool. Guy says he's cancelled it, done. And I put the phone down, didn't think about it. Anyway, a little while later I come back, and then I noticed that the Sky Sports is still being shown, like it's still on my TV, right? And I'm thinking, okay, maybe it just takes a while. So left it, didn't say nothing, but then it's still there. And then I'm like, okay, this is a bit odd. Surely it should be gone by now. It's like weeks later, it's still there. And then at this point, I'm kind of thinking, cool, I've got free Sky TV, right? But then at the same time, I'm also thinking, well, what if they didn't actually cancel it and they just charged me? So I'm like, all right, let me call these guys up again. So I called them up again, and I said, hey, I just wanted to check that that the Sky Sports is cancelled. That's been done. I called a little while ago to cancel. I just want to check that you have actually cancelled it. The guy on his computer, he's like, oh yeah, it's been cancelled. It's been cancelled. Yeah, definitely cancelled. Yeah, you sure? Like, yeah, it's been cancelled. Cancelled. All right. Still at Sky Sports. And it was like that for the longest time. Like, I must have got something like, I can't even remember, but it was a good, it must have been at least a year, maybe, well, it was, if not a year, it was certainly close to a year. It was a while. It was a while before it eventually caught up and they took it off. But yeah, I was just watching Raw, SmackDown, and all the pay-per-views for free for a good while. And I was like, yeah, good times, man, good times. Bonus indeed. But yeah, when we were young, man, when we were young. I think things are a bit different now. For one thing, it's like, it's all streaming services and stuff like that. I mean, Sky still exists, of course, and people do still have it. But I feel like a lot more people are doing, like, you know, Netflix and Amazon and Disney Plus and stuff like that. I mean, I know that's what I do, but different times, man, different times. Don't call me, I had some nonce vibes. Hey, this guy's a weirdo for sure. I think they're all weirdos in this game, in this section. Well, in this game, really. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of weirdos in this game. But yeah, certainly this section of the game. Say things have changed for the better. I don't know. I mean, I think some things are better, right? I think some things are better, but then it's a weird balance, isn't it? Because like back then, especially when Sky TV was coming around, it was so amazing, the idea of having more than 4 channels. You know, like you have this service that you could have like an extra 20, 30 channels or whatever it was at the time. That was such an amazing thing, right? But I feel like that 20 to 30, maybe even going up to 50 channels is probably about the right amount. Because I feel like once it started going above that, it was just too much choice. And right now, as cool as things are, I mean, look, I like Netflix. I got Netflix, it's cool. I like Disney Plus, it's so cool. I ain't saying that. But the truth is, there is so much choice right now. And it could be overwhelming at times when you're just like, I don't know what to watch. Like, this looks cool. I heard about this, you know. And especially when it's like back then. I mean, this is more of our time, I think. Because, you know, I guess we're similar ages by the way we're speaking. I think we're all kind of similar ages, right? So like back then, you know, I was in school, and when you're in school, you know, you go in every day, you see the same people kind of every day, and then so when a show is on, a popular show is on, everybody watches that show, you know, on a Wednesday, whatever day it was on, and then the next day you talk about it in school. But the thing is, everybody is in the same place. Nobody's ahead of anybody, you know, apart from that one kid who's got that cousin in America or something like that. But for the most part, everybody's in the same place as this show is being aired. So you all see it, you all talk about it the next day, it's cool. Now it's like, one, I'm not in school no more, so there's that. But even the people that you see on sort of semi-regular basis or whatever it is, it's like we're all watching different things. And even when you watch the same thing, you're not in the same place. They might be like 2 seasons ahead or whatever. And you know what I mean? It's like there's so much choice, there's so much variety, and it's not a bad thing in and of itself. But then when, in terms of like having that choice, it's like, cool, we got it. But then the reality of it is that nobody or hardly anybody watches this, apart from like the really, really popular stuff, like, you know, so I guess things like Stranger Things, that everybody watches that. But for the most part, it's like everything just has its niche audience, you know, and depending on who your friend circle is, you might not always know people who are watching the same things as you, and if they are, they might not be in the same place as you, and then it's just meh, you know, it's just meh. You watch that really cool bit and that show, but now you gotta wait 2 months for your friend to catch up with you, and it's like, too much choice, not much quality though. Yeah, and I think that's fair. I mean, there's definitely some really, really good shows on right now, but I'll say it's probably fair to say, from the number of shows that are available right now to the number of like really high quality shows, it's probably, in fact, it's almost certainly a lower percentage than it was, say, back in the 90s, where you didn't have as many shows, but you probably had a higher percentage of quality shows. I think that's probably fair. And you know what, that's kind of like, okay, cool. You know, you're not gonna like everything anyway, and it's good that there are different things for different people, because, you know, some people like shows about knitting or whatever, right? If that's what you're into, cool. There's something for you. So I'm not mad at it. It's just more like the reality of how it works is, it just means that so many like, for example, you know, I drive a cab, so I you know, every time and then you come across somebody who's like, who's kind of a geek, and they watch sort of similar sorts of stuff as I do. But then, yeah, again, we can't really talk because it's like, not the same. It's like the few times I get to speak to somebody who's into the same kind of stuff as me, and then we can't always talk about certain things because we're not in the same place. I might be ahead of them, they might be ahead of me. And it's, yeah. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. I liked that Peter Kay thing and Black Books. I can't remember much after that. I didn't really get into Two Doors Down. Was really funny. I don't think I watched those shows. I remember Black Books being on, but yeah, I don't think I watched those shows. There you go. We're already there. I actually started watching, I didn't start watching, I actually started watching a while ago, but I've been watching a really, I don't say really old, but an older show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm saying like it's some niche show that nobody's ever heard of. It was a super popular show at the time. It was a very popular show at the time. But yeah, I started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer last year. And I just finished season 6 of that. And also watching Angel as well. Michelle Gellar, yeah, that's the one. But yeah, I mean, that's a show from like 1999, so early 2000s. I never watched it back when it was on. I've just only watched it now, but it's kind of crazy to see, even something from about 20-something years ago, how much TV has changed. And, you know, the way shows are made. Like, for example, that was like 22 episodes per season. You don't get that no more. Lil Jakes, I'm back and I'm rocking the mic. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think my computer went into sleep mode. I think that's what happened. I'm not entirely sure, but that's my best, most educated guess, that my computer went into sleep mode and it cut the internet off for a little bit. But yeah, I remember Xena. I watched that a little bit. I watched mostly Hercules, to be fair. In fact, I won't say mostly Hercules, but I probably, because I wasn't into those shows that much, but I watched more Hercules than I watched Xena. But yeah, I remember that show. But yeah, it was like back then, like shows would have like 20+ episodes per season, right? You just don't get that no more. Everything's like 8 to 10 episodes, and I get it. I understand why. There's more choice now. There's more things now. It's difficult to commit to like, 20-something episodes. So I get it. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying it's different. And because there's so much choice, like you have to do things differently to stand out now. And it's the way it goes, man. It's the way it goes. 33. Okay, in that case, we're not the same age. we're not similar ages. Okay. I was thinking you're another oldie like me, but not quite. Might watch that Scooby-Doo movie later this evening. The one when Scoob and the gang meets up with kids. Okay. Apparently, kids are doing their last tour ever. I just saw a poster out in the streets. They were saying they're doing their last tour ever. Here comes Papa. Nah, this Don Corneo guy. He's a wrong one for sure. Oh, we all fighting now. Well, looks younger than me. Well, you know what? It'll be a few years ago now, but one person thought I was 19. This was a few years ago, so I was like 38 at the time, and somebody thought I was 19. I don't know if they were just joking around or whatever, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I say black don't crack. You do okay. You know how backstage on point. Onto the UGs. But yeah, I mean, I ain't got no secret. I mean, I try to be healthy, you know, and drink water, right? There's plenty of water. Trying to eat too much junk food, but you know, you gotta treat yourself. And what else? Yeah, just try to be happy. I think just try to be happy. That's an important thing. Like, well, they're all important. I mean, I think when it comes to being healthy, there's three, maybe even no, there's more than three, but there's three main parts to health in my mind. I'm sure I'm sure there's more than three, is what I'm trying to say. But there's three that I know of. 3 parts that I know of, and that's physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. And I think like there's things that you can do that could benefit your mental health, but too much of that might negatively affect your physical health. There's things that you can do that can benefit your physical health, but too much of that could damage your mental health, right? And I think a lot of being healthy isn't going too far in one direction and just trying to find a balance between the things that you do that serves all 3 of those parts to being healthy, you know. So if you go in so far in your spirituality that your physical health suffers or that your mental health suffers, it's a problem, you know. And that's kind of how I try to look at it. Like, they're all important parts, so you need to nourish all parts of it, but bear in mind that too much of one thing is going to damage the other, and you know, that kind of stuff. So just trying to find that balance, and yeah. Wise words. Well, you know, I have my moments. I have my moments. And get plenty of sun for that. Oh yeah, for sure. We don't get too much sun in the UK though, but we do what we can. We do what we can. Get as much sun as the UK weather would allow. But yeah, man. Even burgers can be healthy. Even fried chicken can be healthy. Even kebabs can be healthy. It's just balance. It's just balance. We got this Don Corneo by the balls now. They keep threatening to rip this guy's rip it off. They're just saying, I'm going to rip it off. Don't say what though. I'll smash it. Okay, rip it off, pull it off, smash it. What? So you smashing? Quite frankly, that might not be a reason to, you know, tell him anything. I'm saying. Is he playing this on your PC or? I'm playing this on the console on PlayStation 4, but the console is plugged into my PC. so I can stream it through that. Gonna have to shoot off nice week. Yo, Reese M. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully speak to you again in the not too oh, I should say this now before you go real quick. So yeah, my flight to Karachi is on the 25th, Wednesday 25th morning. So this is going to be the last gaming live stream for a couple of weeks. But hopefully I'll be able to do a live stream from Karachi. I think that's one of my plans. I need to find a spot with Wi-Fi, whether that's the hotel or maybe a cafe somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna try and hopefully do a live stream from Karachi and, you know, show you guys some of the footages around. But yeah, this time next week, God willing, I'll be in Karachi in Pakistan, just like chilling out. So yeah, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, still got the live stream from Monday, movie night, watching, what are we watching again? Breakfast Club on Monday. So yeah, if you're able to make that, it'd be awesome. But yeah, hopefully see you at some point. Appreciate you coming through, man. Big up, man, like Reese M. Good live and play. Yeah, man. Hopefully I can. I mean, I know the hotel has Wi-Fi. I did check that, but hopefully what I'd want to do is find like a cafe somewhere. That way I can be outside and maybe show you a bit more of the city. Because if I'm in a hotel, you're just gonna see the hotel walls, and it's like, you know what I mean. So hopefully I can find a cafe or somewhere outside where I can get some Wi-Fi. Because I ain't using the data. I've got to say it now. I'm not using my phone data. I need to use as little of my phone data as possible because the roaming charges are nonsense. The roaming charges are a joke. So yeah, I need to use as very little of my actual phone data as possible. You know, none if possible. You know what I mean? Because it is a joke thing. Like I've got two phone networks that I use. I've got free, like, you know, 3G network, and their data roaming for Pakistan is £6 per megabyte. £6 per megabyte, mate. But I've got another one. I've got GiftGaff as well. Their roaming charges for Pakistan is 20 pence per megabyte, 20p. So it's a massive difference. Massive difference. But even still, 20p per megabyte, that can add up real quick. You know what I mean? It could add up. It's a lot cheaper than what some places are charging, and I appreciate that, just in case I do need to use it. But even still, that 20p per megabyte can add up real quick. So yeah, gotta be careful that I'm not using a lot of data and try and stick to the Wi-Fi spots as much as possible. Yeah, internet cafe. Yeah, try and find an internet cafe, something like that. Quite a lot, depending on your provider. Yeah, so what I found out about roaming charges. Well, let's say I found this out. I guess I kind of knew it before, but yeah, a lot of it depends on, like you say, the network provider, of course. Also could depend on where you're going as well. Like certain countries would be super cheap or even free. Like some countries do, like for example, there'll be, if you got like 3 minutes or free data in the UK, a lot of times you can go to places in Europe and you still have 3 minutes and free data on your as you would in your normal plan, which is pretty cool. And I think America and some other places around the world are included in that. But yeah, once you start venturing outside of those selected countries, yeah, you can get mad expensive with the roaming charges, especially for data. Wi-Fi spots is a preferable option if you ask me. Yeah, anywhere that's willing to give me free Wi-Fi, I'm good with that. But I mean, I know a lot of cafes over here would do free Wi-Fi. I'm just kind of assuming it's similar over there, but yeah, just won't know till you get there. I mean, I probably could find out before I get there, actually, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The hotel at least has Wi-Fi, so that's something. I believe in my junior, senior year of high school, sophomore year of college, because of how I look. Oh, people believe. Okay, yeah. Youngin'. Rex baby, looking like a baby. Oh, these men are bad. Can we beat up this Don Corneo pervert guy, though? You put me in the dungeon. Oh well. We just gonna fall. Wait, where are we? Oh, this is a different part of the world. Okay. Maybe on the hotel's site has two parts. You can click on that one where you have to pay free Wi-Fi. You know, I didn't even check if it was paid Wi-Fi or not. I just kind of assumed it was, because usually when places say they provide Wi-Fi, it's free. I don't actually check. So yeah, maybe I should check that before I start incurring charges that I don't even realize. I appreciate that, Brex. Something to double check on. Apparently the remake is really good. What I'm hearing, people are saying that the remake is a worthwhile game, not just, you know, even if you've played this one already, it's still a worthwhile game. Which sounds promising. I mean, eventually maybe I might get round to the remake, but for now, yeah, I just got a score to settle with this one. Youngest. That means everybody buys you gifts though, right? Yeah, because like over here, like I say, like usually when places say they offer Wi-Fi, like you don't pay for it. Like you just opt for the login and they give it to you and it's all good. In fact, a lot of times like you don't even need to buy nothing. Like they'll just give you the login and it's all good. I mean you should buy something, of course, but you don't. They generally don't even need to do that. So like when I see offers Wi-Fi, like it doesn't occur to me that maybe some place actually do charge for it. So yeah, if they do, well, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what works out best for me to do. And to be fair, hotel Wi-Fi, at least in my experience, isn't always that good anyway. Like when I've tried to use hotel Wi-Fi's in the past, like it's usually like really slow and all that kind of, you know what I mean? Like just long. Can't really do much with it. So like yeah, we'll see. There's a lot to be discovered. This is a jolly old man with a big ass beard. Versus the sewers though, like, mate. We got some fight these guys. Oh man, my health is low. It might take a while. Yeah, this is a big ass game. I mean, I probably would try play. Well, I have already played some of it offline. So I don't know if I'll be playing every bit of it just on live, but I don't know. Maybe I'll play some other games in the meantime as well. But I'm pretty committed right now to eventually getting to the end of this game. But yeah, it's a long ass game. Even longer if you're not necessarily that good at video games. This guy is taking a lot. It reminds me of Jade Cocoon in the game The Character Skins. Jade Cocoon. Oh, I finally beat this guy. game still holds up. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for sure. I think the general kind of mechanics of it are still fine. Like the random fights can be a little bit annoying at times, but you know, it's kind of part of it. Can I get to this? Oh, I've got some material. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize there was stairs there. But I feel like one of the good things about some of these games where they have, I mean, you know, because they don't have a lot in the ways of like graphics and you know, pizzazz and whatever, right? So fundamentally, you really just have at its core a really good game. You know, like I think that was the kind of the older style, older way of making games. Is like you had to do something that keeps people coming back, right? See that Barrett? Yeah, Barrett's might be a while. I'm not sure Barrett's coming up in this play session, but we'll see. Level up, level up, level up. So yeah, at its core, you just have like a quality gaming experience. You know what I mean? Oh, I need to kill my sadness. Yeah. I can't remember what happened to that guy. He's around somewhere. Fill up a train or something. Look at what the story goes. But we got split up. There we go, got the potion. Oh, we got one more fight to go. Maybe even. That's not Super Bowl, is it? Oh wait, would it be Super Bowl? That's like this time of year, right? Okay, who's got the most? Oh, Tifa don't have no magic though. Tifa don't got no magic, man. Okay. Playoffs, is that like the semi-finals? Let's get past the trains. We should out of here. Let me save before I do anything. Over here, football season starts. Okay. So that's like autumn. Tifa's got a limit breaker. Eris is near hers. These amoebas. Oh wait, no. Even win jet. That's what I'm gonna do. I think they didn't even make it to the playoffs. I do have soft spots for the Cowboys. Wait, how are they doing? I just took my health. Raw. These guys are cheeky, you know. Disappearing. Disappearing though. There you go. Seahawks system managing. That's what I like. On the train. Item, potion, riddle, sun. Okay. All right. So that's going to be enough. Final Fantasy for now. Oh, one sec. Did I actually? I did save, didn't I? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got the PS4, I guess. I don't get it right on release, but it wasn't far off. I think I got it like a month or two after it got released. But yeah, pretty close to release. I've had the PS4 pretty. When did PS4 get released? Like 2000. What are we now? 2023. I think like 2016, right? Something like that. 2016, 2017. But yeah, I've had it for a while. I've got the. I mean, I wouldn't call it big, but yeah, I guess it's probably bigger than. Because I guess they did do a skinny one, didn't they? Yeah. I've got the one with the touch buttons, which can be annoying, quite frankly. But the place I keep it, it's not so bad. Yeah, they I mean I knew about it. I never got it, so my PS4 works fine. It's not a Pro either. It's just like it's the regular PS4. So it's not even a PS4 Pro. It's the old school original PS4 from whatever year it got released, 2016. I'm saying, I don't know, or something like that. But yeah, I've had it for a while. It's been off for a long time. It's only kind of recently just been turned on again in the last maybe couple of months or so. It's been off for a long time, but yeah, I've had it for a while. You know, The Last of Us, and oh yeah, I mean. Come on. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Come on. Come on. And by the way, I had this on the PlayStation 3. I bought this game on the PlayStation 3. I bought it again on the PlayStation 4. Come on. Come on. Old school God of... Well, new old school now. This is old school God of War. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at that. I might not have a lot, but what I got is gold. And, oh. This is going back in time a little bit, but come on. What you saying, yeah? So yeah, I've oh, here it is, So there it is, yeah. It's PlayStation 3 version. So yeah, I mean, I've between Xbox and PlayStation, I've had all of them except the new ones now, like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox 3, was it Series X, whatever. So I've had all Xboxes and all PlayStations up until these recent ones. That being said, I've mostly been a PlayStation guy. Like, it's been my main... Between those two, at least, it's been my main. In fact, even including Nintendo, to be honest, in the last, I'll say, I mean, whenever PS3 was really, so I guess like PS3 era, so we took what 15 years ago, give or take. In the last 10, 15 years, I've been mostly a PlayStation guy. That said, you know, I still play the Nintendo, and I still get on the Xbox. I've been playing the Xbox more in the last year, well, last couple of years. Like I said, the PlayStation 4 has been off for a while, and most of that was Xbox time in that time because of Game Pass. Game Pass was giving me life, can't lie. Game Pass was giving me life. So yeah, Xbox got a lot of playtime in the last couple of years because of Game Pass. And then just in recent times, since I got PlayStation Plus Premium, the PlayStation's come back on again. I've been downloading some of the games there and trying those out. So yeah, man. One of the few people actually loves The Last of Us 2. Oh no, I thought it was a great game, man. I really liked it. I thought it was amazing. Like, Last of Us, the first game was incredible. Last of Us 2 was incredible. I know a lot of people hated on Last of Us 2 because they didn't like Abby, or they didn't like, you know, some of the, you know, the woke moments and that kind of. To me, it was just dumb complaints. The game was amazing, you know, from start to finish. And I feel like a lot of the complaints that I heard, I mean, look, each to their own. Of course, everybody's allowed to like what they like and not like what they not like or whatever. I ain't saying that. But personally, I felt a lot of the complaints I heard about it were just minor. And not even minor. They just seem like silly things to pick up on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was a great game. I mean, don't get me wrong. It definitely has its, I'll say, some questionable choices. But overall, it's a great game. It's a great game. Last was twice. PS3. Yeah. Same. Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I had the first one as well. Actually, no, that's a lie. I didn't have the first one. But I have played the first one, but I never actually bought it. 2 and 3. Yeah. Well, I didn't buy them on PS4, but yeah. I had it on PS3, and then 4, Uncharted 4 I got for the PS4 when it came out, and then Lost Legacy, which was alright, but was another shooting, but at Walmart, I don't know how it started though. Damn, man, another shooting, bruh. The time when I bought both Xbox and PlayStation, every time they released, a 6-year-old boy took one of his parents' guns to school and stressed their chills. Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah. It's crazy, man. I only bought PS5 of this current generation. About that, it's crazy, isn't it? My kid tried to blow his teacher's head off. I don't mean to laugh, but it's crazy. What did they teach? They teach the kid. It's mad out there, fam. You know what though? I kind of feel like with this generation, and to be fair, even the last generation, like going from PS3 to PS4, like yeah. So I got PS4 pretty much on release, but in all honesty, it wasn't needed. You know, like in fact, I even knew it back then. Like, you didn't really need to get a PS4 on release. And the way I feel about it now, I feel like I do want a PlayStation 5. But yeah, I'm not sure it's worth getting now. I mean, it's probably, actually, to be fair, it's probably worth getting now, because I think there are more games that are just PS4 now, rather than, you know, PS4, PS. So just, there are more games that are just PS5 now, excuse me, rather than PS4 and PS5. I think there are more games that are just PS5. So I feel like we are getting to a point where it's going to be worth getting now. But like, for a while, I was kind of like, I mean, it wasn't even in stock anyway, so even if you wanted one, you couldn't get it. But I believe it's in stock again. At least that's what I'm hearing. I haven't actually checked, but I believe the PlayStation 5s are back in stock. So I might need to look into getting one. I'm just saying. But here's the thing about PlayStation though. And this is one thing that I think Xbox does much better than PlayStation, is cross saves. So if I play a game on my Xbox and I go to play it on the cloud, yo, what up, Urinator? I can pick up that exact same game from the exact same spot and it's not an issue, right? Or if I go to a different Xbox, whether I go to an Xbox Series X or whatever, I can pick up that exact same game in the exact same spot. If I get it on the PC, I can pick up that exact same game from the exact same spot. Xbox does cross saves a whole lot better than PlayStation does, because the way it is on PlayStation, first of all, a lot of games don't even support it, so there's that. And the ones that do, it doesn't always happen automatically. So you gotta like download the save file and upload it to your online thing. It's just long, bro. It's long. So yeah, I'll say that's PlayStation in general has better quality games, in my opinion, and I think most people would agree with that. Not that Xbox games are bad, they're certainly not, but I think most people would agree that PlayStation typically has better quality games. But yeah, there's a lot of things that Xbox does better than Sony, and that's more to do with the service side of things and their delivery of games, and how, like, things like Game Pass, for example. Before that, PlayStation had their PlayStation Plus, but let's be honest, it sucked. Like, it wasn't that, I mean, it didn't suck, but it wasn't really great. Like, you'd get a game a month, and a lot of times a game that you didn't even care about. it's only because of Game Pass that Sony been like, oh yeah, we need to step our game up and do something better with the PlayStation Plus premiums and the essentials and all that stuff now. But yeah, Xbox provide a much better gaming service than PlayStation, but PlayStation typically have better games. Let me catch up a little bit. Gotta get the game. The Warriors. Oh yeah, Warriors come out to play. Tenchu off of Haven. Oh, you talking about old school games, bro? That's like PlayStation 2, wasn't it? Tenchu off of Heaven. Off of Haven. Off of Heaven. Wait a samurai to. I was sent into GTA by the day is rapidly turning into anarchy. Yeah, there is much of a leap graphically from PS4 to PS5. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I feel like right now they're still making games for the PS4 and importing them to the PS5. And the early PS5 exclusive games are probably not going to be taking advantage of it as well as it could be. Like, you might have to wait another, year or two before developers really start, getting into what the PS5 can do. Because that's how it typically goes. Like, even with PlayStation 4, like, the early games weren't that much different from PlayStation 3 games. It's only like later on where you had like The Last of Us coming out on PlayStation. Yeah, plus Last of Us Part 2, coming out on the PlayStation 4 later on in its life cycle, and what they did with that was incredible, right? But yeah, that's a late stage game. Like, the early stage games, they weren't that much different from PS3 games. Your voice is so relaxing. You can narrate audiobooks or documentary voiceover as well. I do have a podcast, Urinator. So if you like the sound of my voice, definitely check out my podcast. New season hopefully starting soon with the podcast, by the way. So took a break for Christmas and New Year's, and because I got a holiday coming up, I figured didn't want to start it and then stop it. Didn't want to start and stop. So I figured, let me just get my holiday done and then try and start a new season in sort of February, maybe March, try and line up some guests, things like that. So yeah, new season of the podcast starting soon. Uncivilized Art. If you don't know about it, there's links in the description. There's a bunch of stuff over there already on that channel. So yeah, if you like the sound of my voice, check out my podcast. You'd hear plenty of my voice on that. Melbourne, Texas in the primary school. Hey, it's gonna have to be like that, innit? Ugh, mate. He say something like, here you can find the lion in its natural habitat. Here you can find the lion in its natural habitat. I start charging you for that, Urinator. I should be like, what's a reasonable price? Let me not undersell myself. What would you think a reasonable price I should charge for per sentence? Like, how much should I charge for a sentence? Like, I don't want to overshoot it. Yo, what up, Rainer? Don't want to overshoot it, but I don't want to undercut myself either. You know what I mean? I got to keep it at a reasonable price. So, what would you guys say is a reasonable price I should charge for reading out sentences? As long as it's playing, I'm good. As long as it's playing, I'm good. 7 on the teacher. 6-year-old. Oof. Yeah, Series X is way it's value for money than PS5 objectively. Well, you mean? Oh, I said Series X. You mean Series? Because they got the S and the X. Do you mean the S or the X when you say that, Urinator, or just both? Because the Game Pass is definitely a good option. I can't lie. It's a great option. But you know what? Actually, if you're going purely by numbers, then yeah, Game Pass is better value than the PlayStation Premium. If you're going purely by numbers, right? But PlayStation Premium does have, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree with this, better quality of games. So there's good games on the Xbox Game Pass. I ain't saying that. There are good games. But the real quality games tend to be fewer and far between. PlayStation Premium doesn't have as many games, but there's more high quality games. So, I don't know, man. Is it still better value? Depends what you're into in the end. Depends what you're into. Yeah, some more casual, by the way. Imagine me, you busted at her, but the wound wasn't life-threatening. Okay, that's good at least. I can see the appeal, Game Pass. Good night, everybody. Raina Cut also came through to say good night. Well, appreciate you coming through to say good night. Hopefully next time you can stay a little bit longer. On your teacher because he gave you a detention, man. Over a detention though, raw. I used to love detention back in the day, man. I can't lie, detention was awesome. Just hang out with all the bad kids and they teach you like all the cool swear words. Detention was awesome. Not that you should go to detention, kids. Stay in school and learn something. I have to kiss you on your bald head if you don't mind. Well, that depends on a lot of different factors. So, let me just say, when in doubt. Thanks, but we good. We good. This is just still to pick up, download, and play with. Get an easy board. I mean, sorry, S. Okay, cool. SSS. You're an Ace LeBlanc. Use that. Yeah, no, no doubt. Game Pass is a great deal. You get a lot with it, and the price is pretty reasonable. But I can't knock the PlayStation Premium offer, man. I personally think it's not a bad deal either. But hey. This game can get real intense. Ooh, close, man. It's a combination of aiming, flying, and, you know, generally not getting hits. Oof. Too close, man. Too close. It's kind of crazy though. I've not played this game for a while, but my top score is still in the top 1,000 in the world. I'm quite pleased with that, quite frankly. I can't lie. That makes me happy. My highest score, 35.8 million, is in the top 1,000 high scores in the entire world. Now, granted, there's probably not many people playing this game anymore, but even still, can't lie, man. I like that. I like the fact that I have a high score in the top 1,000 people. I don't know how many people are playing this game or have played this game, but I'm in the top 1,000 players in the world. Oof, flipping out. I used to be real hot in this game, like you said. I mean, I like the game clearly, but I used to be real hot in it, like just pretty much like every day. I ain't like that no more, but hey. Oof, no. Alright. Also, in Game Pass, you get stuff like EA. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Xbox Live additional perks like free Discord, Nitro, DLC, etc. Brex. That's why if you're going purely by the numbers, then yeah, Game Pass is definitely a better option, but a more valuable option, more value if you're going purely by the numbers. But if you start to consider other things like the specifics of which games you get, because you know Halo's cool, Deathloop is cool, you know Gears of War, all that's all cool, right? But then there's a lot of stuff where it's like, really care about this. And don't get me wrong, like there's some really cool indie games and this, that, and the other. I ain't saying that, but let's keep it real. Like, I mean, PlayStation, you got well, you just got Final Fantasy VII. You got Days Gone, which is right. But you also got what's that one called? The one that's not Sekiro. What's it called? There's a game called Sekiro. And there's another one that isn't Sekiro, but it's got that, you know. I should probably look up the games. But yeah, look at this. This is what you get with PlayStation Plus. Final Fantasy Remake. You get, was it 2K, WWE 2K22. Devil May Cry 5. Far Cry 5. A bunch of other Far Cry games. So yeah, I'm not saying that Game Pass is bad. And I definitely agree that when you go purely by the numbers, it's a better value. But when you look at the specifics of which games you actually get, I can't lie, man. I feel like I'm more interested in the PlayStation offering. We've got Spider-Man over here, Miles Morales, Valhalla, Avengers. There's we go. Ghost of Tsushima. That's what I was trying to think of. You got that. Got the regular Spider-Man. Bunch of Assassin's Creed games. Uncharted. Well, Uncharted 4, but still. Horizon Zero Dawn. Lost Legacy. Mortal Kombat 11. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. Shadow of Colossus, come on now, like, I'm just saying. Watch Dogs, well, that's more Far Cry. Going purely by the numbers. Killzone, Bloodborne. I mean, I probably won't play Bloodborne because it's too hard for me, but still. Going purely by the numbers. Sure. Game Pass is better value. I can't lie. I ain't denying that. But when you look at what games you actually get, I'm just saying. It's less, but it's more. You know what I mean? And I like Game Pass. Oh, look at Hotline Miami or Hotline Miami 2, but still. And I like Game Pass. I ain't knocking Game Pass. I still have Game Pass. I still have it. But bruh. PlayStation might have makes the same kind of offers as Microsoft, but they could offer something. Ghost of Tsushima is a fantastic game, according to Lil Jacob. I've not played it, but it looks pretty awesome. It's probably too hard for me still, but hey, I'll try it out. How many chicken tenders will you have to consume to completely blow out the bathroom? That's what he asked me about the other day. I don't know. It's not something I'm trying to find out either, to be honest with you. It's not on my mind to discover. It's for gonna joke about how deep my dog it was. It was another section. High quality games on PS, indeed. Chicken nuggets, completely different question. Okay, fair enough. Even still, I don't know the answer to that. And yeah, still not trying to find out. Hey, Shenmue 3. I ain't gonna play that though. Hey, Polyhard's a pretty cool game, even though I never actually completed that. Maybe I finally will do that. John Wick. Alright. I'm taking a show every time you mention chicken nuggets. Maybe that's not too. No, maybe that's not a good idea. I'm just saying. Maybe. Oh, this is the remake version. I'm just saying, yo. Oh, resistance. You got Batman, Arkham Asylum. Let's see if they got it here. I mean, I've played it. Do I have it though, actually? No, I don't think I have it. But I have played. I've played all the Batman games, or all the Arkham games, I should say. They got Arkham Knights, Arkham Origins. Any other Batmans? I think they've only got Origins and Knights for the Arkham series. That's a shame. I mean, Knight is alright, but yeah, Arkham Asylum is where it was at. That and Arkham City. That Arkham City was yeah. Knight was yeah. Knight was alright. Knight was alright, but yeah, Arkham for me, yeah, Asylum and Arkham City were yeah, dons. That's the game library. It's not bad. Well, it's just the games that are available on PlayStation Plus Premium, so I don't own these, but I do have access to them as a PlayStation Plus Premium member. So I don't own most of those games. Some of them I've played already. Some of them I think I've got somewhere, but this is just stuff that, yeah. All right, I'm gonna turn off this machine now. It's getting late. Oh, what's the time? It's 12. Minute past 12. It's a minute past 12, y'all. Yo, MXN Goodies. Did I say that right? Appreciate you coming through. Though I'm about to end this live stream soon, but still appreciate it, bro. I do have a Twitter. I am on Twitter. My Twitter link should be in the description. It's Bandit Haze. BANDITHAZE. Bandit Haze. I'm Bandit Haze on Twitter. I'm Bandit Haze on Insta. But yeah, there should be links in the description if anybody would like to follow me on the social medias. Stray I've not played actually. I've heard it's pretty good, but I've not played it myself. It looks like an interesting game. You know, you play as a cat, and who doesn't like to play with pussy? So you know, there's that, right? Those are my names on them, dog. Cool. I've got a Facebook as well, but I'm very rarely on it. I mean, I'll add ya, but Yeah, I use Facebook so sparingly. I don't think I've posted on there for years at this point. I am mostly, as far as social media goes, I'm mostly on Insta and Twitters. In fact, I haven't used Facebook for so long. This whole platform just looks confusing. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Like, what the hell is this? What am I looking at here? Oh wait, that's not even, that's a different. Oh, supposed to, okay. Okay, mine's Braxton Elspeth. Snake lover guy. Alright, let's see. I put Paul Smith into Facebook. There's a Paul Smith that I have one mutual friend with, and a Paul Smith that I got two mutual friends with. The Paul Smith I got one mutual friend with looks like a white dude, so I'm guessing that's not you. And a Paul Smith I have two mutual friends with. Well, actually, he doesn't have a picture on his profile, so I don't know. That could be you, maybe. Do you happen to know a bunch of comedians, Jakes? Because apparently we got a. There's a Paul Smith here. I've got two mutual friends with it, and the two mutual friends are both comedians. I don't know. That might not be you. Oh.